Uh-oh. What do you think you're doing in here? You think this is a place where cats can be? You're wrong! Are you ready for your dissection video, bud? Come here, I will dissect you. Come here. A good boy. Are you a good boy? Oh, you're a big bud. Did you eat some chicken scraps? Chicken scraps, chicken scraps, chicken scraps, chicken scraps. Here's your new home. Oh, thanks, Krillin64. Let's see here. This guy sent in 3 controllers, because people buy multiple for some reason. Blue, no connection to Xbox. That's not good. White, left bumper. White, brown, bottom stick drift. I can't believe it. Stick drift. This must be white, brown. White. This one's not that old. Sup, Edward? Nighttime UK. Oh, it's nighttime here too. It's not as nighttime. Less nighttime. Let's see what this one does. Oh no! Accidentally dropped your device. Oh no! Oh no, what happened? Oh, hello, Gabrielle. Left bumper. Left bumper. One, two, three, four. 1, 2. A while. It was like last week, wasn't it? Up, down, left, right. Huh, that's weird. I don't see anything wrong with that one. Oh, this one's missing the analog trigger. That's not good. Oh, wait. Bottom stick drift. Also missing a trigger. You forgot to mention that. Yeah, I'm doing some repairs. I wonder when this one was made. I don't know. Pintastic Pinball? I did not. Like, weekend before last, I was at MGC. Well, obviously this is missing the lower trigger. Right bumper, left bumper, up, down, left, right. Stick drift? Oh yeah, that's got bad stick drift. Ugh. It's got terrible stick drift. Unbelievable. It's got a Bobby Dazzler stick drift. All the electrons will fall out with those Yankee dollars. Stick drift. It could happen to you. Windows is always needy. That stick is definitely drifting. Sail away, sail away. La da da, ba 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 bum bum. Do 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 do. Well, I could try putting in some third-party pots. Also, this pot is missing entirely. Oh dear, Toad's gone into the wildwood. Dressed up as a waffle woman. Hall effect sticks? No, I haven't. My last Jedi review is lost in the ethos. Let's do one thing at a time. What is it, whiny wiener? People seem to eat a varying amount of Cheetos when they play these things. I don't know if I have any white ones printed up. What are you whining about? I gave you chicken scraps and your dinner. X-Bud. Well, yeah, I mean, where does one obtain these Hall effect sticks? I mean, obviously, I would love to try it. Lefty, okay. So I got a gray one. Unbelievable. No visible screws. Oh, man. That sounds too hard. That's what she said. Probably wouldn't. What? Bud, are you a whiny wimp? What? You know, your food isn't free. I have to, like, perform labor to get the money to get the food. Oh. Probably gonna need a magnet in there. What is chicken scraps? Yes. It was not by my... Hey, Bud, no, stop! Stop destroying that 2x4. Get away! Get away from that! Stop destroying that 2x4. Oh, but you have a perfectly good scratching post. Oh, brother. I can totally see you over there. You're not hiding from me. You think you are sneaky? You aren't. Whoa. Whoa. That's a leaky beaver. I don't know if there's like this pinball rig that I built. It's made out of wood, and one of the 2x4s on the side, he's scratched it quite a bit. Like, it looks like it's been like gnawed by beavers or something. Let's see here. Unbelievable. And cluck. Oh, hey Scott, how's it going? Oh yeah, I like pinball. Actually, I kind of don't anymore. I'm kind of sick of it. How about you? There we go. Let's just make sure that works before we continue. Oh, are you running around like a crazy cat? Hey, no. Get off of that. Get off of that. Off. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, now he's attacking the box of the controllers. Bud, you can't attack that box. That is a customer box. Okay, let's see. The white ones are the new ones. I think I might be able to reuse them. A bit burned out. Yeah. I hear ya. Well, I have a box cam for Bud, but he's avoiding it right now. Are the Hall effects switches just drop in? That'd be cool. So I'm going to attempt to replace just the carbon film potentiometer on this one. Although these have different ranges than the standard ones, but they should still work. Yeah, Scott, I had no gap whatsoever between Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Evil Dead. And I was like bug fixing Texas Chainsaw when I was starting Evil Dead, so yeah, it was a rush. Oh, now I got chicken stuff on my fingers. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you could send me some, that'd be great. Like, even if there's a source. Yeah, because that's like the #1 cause of failure on these is stick drift, which I can't control if I'm using the original sticks. Oh, Bud is being really whiny tonight. What the heck? Hey, it's still cheaper than having to fix controllers. See, I mean, this one right here, this one is stick drift. Oh my God, what is with him? Yeah, I think the distributors are sold out now as well with Evil Dead. There was a few left after Texas, but I believe they're all gone now. So thanks to everyone who bought one. Yay. Come on. There we go. Put these in the garbage where they belong. Well, now they can make switch to OLED, then they can make switch to Hall Effect, no OLED, then they can make switch to Hall Effect OLED. So it'll be like, what, 3 different models? Why is he being so feisty? I wasn't even gone. Well, I was gone for a little bit today. I'll still have to mail out my tax money later. Well, I can do it in the morning. Let's make... What the heck? Jeez. Maybe he's acting up because he hears me talking. It usually drives him crazy. Looks like that should work. Let's solder it back in. The phases of the moon. People get feisty with the phases of the moon too. So yeah, I guess I'm not surprised. The weather was temperate enough where I could like open up the back door and he could go out on the porch and look out the window, which he did for a little bit today. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Darn it. I forgot to put the case on first. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's all Bud's fault. I'm just going to blame you for everything, Bud. What else is new? Yes, I should have put the 3D print. Hey, you guys have know the whole procedure now. See, you could make these controllers. There we go. Yes. That is right. Far from it. But yeah, on the live stream, I can't edit out my mistakes. He's a fraud! He's afraid! Well, if you look at game prices historically, it's been like a 15-year gap. Because 1990 is when they started, pretty much everything was $50. Then 2005 it jumped to 60. And then 2020, so yeah, it's 15-year gaps. But Nintendo's like, Mamma mia, hold my beer, oh, my sake. It wouldn't be so bad, but their games never come down in price. It's crazy. Now it's in the right order. All right, let's put that together. Put this back in place. Put this back on. Bada boom, bada bang. I'm still not sure what's wrong with that first controller I looked at. I mean, all the buttons worked properly. Arms. Yeah. Nintendo announces new surge pricing. Up, down, left, right. Right. Rise from your grave. Rise from your grave. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this is before I was using the TPU buttons. Alright, that one should be good to go. I still don't understand what the problem with this one is. Delicious. That's a knife. Arms. Mamma mia, I'm gonna become like an apple. I did not make the Switch 2 only for the super rich. Sure, well, we'll have a coupon day or something. What do we call this one? White left bumper. I don't know what to tell him. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, the packing wasn't very good on this. Maybe that's why. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, a precious spring! A ring! It's my ring. My own. My lovely. I guess I could... Yeah, screw it. Uh-oh. Looks like this one suffered some damage. I wish they would make a book accurate version of Jurassic Park. That's the reboot I want to see. That one seems to work. No connection to Xbox. Okay. Where is it? Time to get this big guy back into action. guess I'll have to use this. The Xbox One adapter thingamadoohickey thing. You need people of intelligence in this sort of mission quest thing. Plug that in. Yeah, make like an R-rated Jurassic Park. That'd be cool. Alright, let's see. Turn this on. Let's push this and then push this. I've still got these 3 game badges. This is the one that kept resetting, right? Now it's not even doing anything. Yeah. Bobby Dazzler. Oh. Well, that's interesting. It came up as an X input compatible device. Up, right, up, down. Yeah, my controllers come with authentic bud hairs embedded in them. Now how much would you pay? I don't see any problem with this one. Ugh. There's nothing worse than not being able to find a problem with something, because then it's like this mystery box. Oh no, connection lost. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Why would you want an authentic bud cat that can mew at you? It would be like, you bred buds? Why? Da, 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 da. Welcome to Annoying Orange Cat Park. Da, 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 da. They're eating greenies. They do eat greenies. Why'd you do this? I'll show you. Sorry, it's kind of a ride. I'm going to have to email this guy back and ask him the specifics. Get in there. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, that's right. They made a dire wolf. You bred dire wolves? Why? Spared no expense. We took the DNA of a wolf and filled in the gaps with a frog. Presto, dino DNA. Maybe he just needs to resync it. I don't know. See, when you buy an Xbox controller or an Xbox, the controller that comes with it is already synced to the console. I have had people that were like, "Huh, it's not synced." It's like, oh, you have to sync it. Yeah. We should be okay as long as Bud doesn't figure out how to open doors. Welcome to Bud Park. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, look, the dinosaur is next to me. Clever girl. It's like, no, it's not really that clever. Just in the bush. Hey, kid, do you think instead of, like, just standing over your sister's shoulder, you could, like, come over here and push the shotgun, like, 2 inches closer to me? No? Oh, okay. That would be like Jurassic Park, how it should have ended. It turns out we could have just shot the dinosaurs all along. Dun, 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 dun. It's like the movie's like 5 minutes long. Yes, that chick was the first annoying Linux person. Oh, she was a vegetarian too, so even more annoying. So just be like, I'm a Linux user, vegetarian, vegan from Texas. I also do CrossFit. And it's like, ugh. I hope the dinosaur eats her first. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of bothers. This is okay. Now, well. Kind of disappointed we didn't figure out anything wrong with those controllers. See, it's like an episode of House. It's better when you find something wrong. Do 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 do. Yeah, and in the second book, they had to retcon the death of Ian Malcolm because he dies in the first book. And John Hammond does too. Life finds a way. What if, hear me out here. What if instead of dying, we have a scene where I can show you my chest hair? What do you think? What do you think, Steve? Oh, that sounds great. Let's do it. Okay. We'll call it Puppy Love. La da da da. La da 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 da. Dr. House is like, well, we figured out what your disease is. Yay! Here's the bill. Okay, so move this one. Excuse me. After all, I am the king of thieves. Bernie AOC at Coachella. Well, it definitely seems like the kind of place AOC would go. I will say one thing about Bernie, like at least when he talks about like things like health insurance, he like just says the truth, which is you have to get rid of all the insurance companies first, which is absolutely true. I heard there's like a new update or a new patch for the Indiana Jones game. I think it's coming to PlayStation pretty soon, and so they patched it as well. That was a really cool game. I would probably actually play through that again. Maybe I'll do that this summer. I don't know. In a long time since I played a game more than once. Very long time. God. I don't even know the last time I did that. I know I played through BioShock 3 times, because BioShock was obviously awesome. Well, Bernie was also kind of spineless. Like, he didn't put up a fight in 2016. I live in Madison, Wisconsin, and bumper sticker polling, I don't think Hillary won the nomination. Come on. Well, one of the things that happened with that was after the 2012 election, Barack Obama stopped fundraising for the DNC. And so guess who funded them? The Clinton Foundation. So, yeah, that writing was on the wall. Let's see. Come on. Don't make me destroy you. No. No, behave. Behave. My neighbor's wallet. Yeah, he was even older than Biden, wasn't he? He was pretty old. Bernie Sanders. You know what's crazy? There's like 3 presidents? Yes. 3 presidents are the same age. Kind of shows you how old they're getting. Like Clinton, Trump, and Bush too are all the same age. They just kept getting older. Older and older. Oh, this guy's being a little sticky. Okay. Oh yeah, there should be an age limit. You can't drive a car, you can't drive a country. There, done. I mean, if it was like William Shatner, like, I'm going to drive you to Chick-fil-A. Well, I trust him. Oh man, what is stuck on this one? Is it this one? Oh, it's cursed. Dun 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 dun. Come on. Come on. You're embarrassing me in front of the wizards. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, that seems reasonable, David. I mean, I think about that like with my mom. Like my mom has like gotten so like she's driving so slow now. It's like to the point where it's probably dangerous. It's like whenever if she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna drive to Madison and visit Ben," and I just picture her on the belt line, and I'm like, "Oh God." Like, oh, why is everyone driving so fast? God, if she ever drove like, well, hope to God she would never drive to Chicago. But those people are freaking maniacs. They're even worse. Did you have fun last weekend, David? Sorry, too bad Charlie wasn't there, but he kind of like rage quit that whole scene. Although, I mean, it probably would be. I mean, like if you're like an airplane pilot, you have to like recertify every so often. And if you don't fly after enough time, you become uncertified and you have to start over. And let's be honest, if you're an airplane pilot, if you crash 99 times out of 100, you're just going to kill yourself. Okay, I mean, if you're like a private pilot, I mean. Oh, I gotta take a leak. Yeah, one of my aunts is like starting to like, I don't know if it's dementia, but she's definitely starting to like lose her memory. It's not too bad, but I don't know. And she was always like one of the sharpest ones too, so maybe it's a little bit more jarring. Well, I deliberately did not cut my thumbnails because I knew I would be doing this tonight. You know, I think what probably happen before that, David, is we'll have like self-driving cars and they won't let humans drive it. That's how they get rid of all the old cars, too. They're like, well, if we allow human-operated cars on the road, then it's no longer a closed-loop network. Well, the thing is, people won't own cars by then anyway. It'll be like cars as service. Kind of like in Minority Report. There's another Stevens. Minority Report is way better than Jurassic Park. Your Philip K. Dick Ray Bradbury. Friday the 13th, the series scam you got going on here. This guy. We see, you know how they're going to do it with cars, how they're really going to screw people is with insurance. That's how they're going to do it. So it'd be like, oh, well, you know, if you don't get the Buick Plus brake analysis subscription service, we can't insure your vehicle. That is 1,000,000,000% what will happen. And Louis Rossmann isn't black-pilled enough. Or maybe I'm just able to think more evilly than him. It's like, if I was an evil insurance company, aka an insurance company, how would I really screw people? That's how I would do it. See, I just worried I'm going to send those controllers back. I think it's in Canada, too, so the shipping was more expensive. And then they'd be like, oh, something's, you know, you got to send it back. That's the same thing with, like, the stick drift. It would be worth spending more money to ensure you had less repairs. Well, yeah, okay, so here's how I would do it. I would be like, well, we need to monitor the data from your braking system and send it up into the cloud. So there's a cellular connection, which we pay 10 cents for. So we're going to charge you $3 a month for that. And it analyzes data from people in your neighborhood, so we can create a cloud mesh of all the driving conditions, so we can best analyze how to code the braking on these vehicles. So let's say your neighbor goes to work in the morning an hour before you do, and oh no, they hit a patch of ice. Well, you're in luck, because that data will be applied to the cloud before you leave for work an hour later. What a great feature! Isn't that worth $9.99 a month? And then it'll go to Supreme Court. The Supreme Court will say, oh, well, hey, you know that part of the Constitution that says you have a right to drive a vehicle? Oh, yeah, there isn't one. Something I often think about is like, I have like a early 4K TV, and it was really cool, like the smart TV with like all the apps, and I'm like, oh man, I can just run everything through my TV. This is great. But one by one, the apps die to the point where my TV is now a dumb TV. And I have to use my Xbox to like watch Amazon or whatever. So then you get in your new car and it looks like a frickin' iPad salad bar inside of it. So how long do those apps run for? Or that hardware? Like at some point, if you have a car with Android Auto, eventually it won't be compatible anymore. It's only a matter of time. Oh, but the subscription pays for the infrastructure and the data connection. That's how you do that. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dystopian Car Network. I always worry that Louis Rossman's going to have like Krusty the Clown. He's going to be like, then I got a... What was that big car that he had? The Canyonero. It's like, then I drove a Canyonero. Now I love it. They didn't used to be stuffed with ads. The halcyon age when everything was on Netflix. And Netflix still won the streaming war in the end. It was all for nothing. You know, Matt Damon was right. Matt Damon. When Hollywood got rid of like DVDs, it's like they blew their own foot off. Because it used to be, even if a movie didn't do that great in the theater, it would make its money on DVD. Like it would make, you know, $100 million more on DVD. But nope, now that's all gone. All gone. I think we should bring DVDs back. Matt Damon. Now that we're going to bring DVDs back, we should all drive hybrid cars and stop smoking. Da, da, da. The streaming wars, the only winning move is not to play. One of these. Two of these. Looks like I need some more ribbon cable. Oh, should be enough. Clip. All right. Bada boom. We'll own nothing and we'll hate it. Yep. fart. Oh, I need 2 of these. What is it? Are you a whiny wimp? Meow? Why don't you jump in your box so everyone can see how orange you are? There you go. Cute. Are you the cutest cat ever, but also annoying? Nice cat. Nice boy. You want to show everyone scary face? Scary face! Alright, this is a righty. Well, there is no DVD revenue anymore. Well, a big part of it was AI. Oh, it's so dumb. I don't know. The Hollywood writers are on strike. They have writers? Well, let's see here. Get the cap. Glass bottles? No. I just throw the bottles away after a couple months. Once they start tasting plasticky, I just put them in the recycle bin. Because how would you'd have to get like one of those like old school like beer caps to reseal a glass bottle. How do they even quantify like streaming numbers though? I mean, I guess they'd have to, I guess based off how many people. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I guess based off like, what do they call it? Minutes watched or whatever that weird metric is. But are you the king of cats? But just can't wait to be king. Do 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 do. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Some extra pieces here. Where did I put those? Right where I left you. Not where I left you. But are you a sphinx? Yes, I am the sphinx. See, even the Egyptians made cat memes. They made monument memes. The Sphinx, first cat meme. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. Hey, I'm pretty sure Bud has lost weight on his new food. Which, of course, makes him whinier. I guess we'll see when he has his next vet visit. Bud, are you going to tell people riddles now that you're a Sphinx? What mews annoyingly in the morning, mews annoyingly in the afternoon, and then mews annoyingly at night? Answer, Bud. Which bear is best? Black bear. Hey, it's probably not aliens. It's probably just... I don't know. They might have had some technology that we don't understand. I was watching a video last week. It was like some guy... The premise was why you should never go to Giza. Because Giza's a place I have always wanted to go. Like, it would be on my bucket list. Then I can pretend I'm Indiana Jones. Welcome to Giza. But, anyway, the guy was, he was in the Great Pyramid, which I didn't realize you could go into. I thought that was like, well, whatever. So there's all these people going into the Great Pyramid. And, and he had like a GoPro or something. And he's like, do not do this if you are claustrophobic. Oh, shit. Okay, no blood. We're good. He's like, don't do this if you're claustrophobic. And it shows him going, I don't even know what it's called. Oh, shoot. Do I not have any big ones left? Reminder, do not cut yourself open unless it's urgent care hours. Oh. Unbelievable. Anyway, like that main tunnel or whatever inside of it, it's like, this was not meant for people. I don't know. I like the theory where it's like, it's actually like a hydrogen fusion machine or something. Because remember, they never found a single sarcophagus in any pyramid. All that stuff was in an entirely different location. The X-Acto had a unscheduled rapid disassembly or whatever. Yes. 4,000 years from now, no one knows how he built these controllers. It was probably aliens. Come on. Ah, finally. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Remember, the Great Pyramid of Giza is the only seven wonder of the world that's still standing. It was built Ford tough. Let's see. Right hand side. Bada boom, bada bang. Big bada boom. Yeah, big bada boom. Yeah. Bada boom. You're lucky to be alive. He's a car thief. Blast him. Oh, I can use that spring I scrounged. Recycling. No springs. Yup. The firing pin on your gun. Zinc. Oh no, zinc. Come back, zinc. Hey, bud, what's your favorite planet? Mine's the sun. Tonight on the History Channel, was the Great Pyramid built by the Knights Templar? We have performed radio analysis, and we think that there is a treasure under the Great Pyramid. We found a piece of wood. Dozens of controllers? Oh, I've made a bit more than a dozen. I don't have any of them. I sold them all. They're probably on my website. Like, if you look at my website, like around 2006, there's probably... They should be on there. Bud, are you a sleepy sphinx? Yeah, it's probably like 400 to 500 by now. Actually, no, it's gotta be more than that. Well, actually, yeah, I just did my taxes and like, so it's like I can look at like year over year. Like 2020 was like the best selling year ever. That was like, I want to say that was like 150 in that year alone. It was a lot. That sucked because I had Amazon was like, we will only sell you things that you need to survive, which is stupid. It's not like it's a freaking zombie apocalypse. So I was having to buy these off of. So I had like the highest sales ever, but I was having to buy controllers off of like eBay and stuff, or go to the used game store was closed for 2 months. So it's like I couldn't go there for a couple months. But I made it happen. I made it work. Big bada boom. I got nothing. He's got a scam block. That means he's a car thief. Blast him. Pyramid conspiracy theory. Yes, it was all me. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. They should get that guy to go to Oak Island. Not saying the money pit was made by aliens, but it was made by aliens. The real treasure was all the money we made off the History Channel along the way. That's the wrong one. How'd that one get over there? What's that doing in there? The Sphinx. First cat loaf. No, they found like chunks of wood and like chunks of wood and traces of gold in dirt because, you know, there's never any randomly occurring gold in nature. No. That only happens on Oak Island. Oh. This is probably glued by now. Glue it and screw it. Beauty. Unbelievable. Put you over there. And you, it's a righty, right? The ever exciting, riveting streams, non-stop action. Oh, come on. Bud, are you a Knights Templar cat? Ready. And clunk. Yeah, it's definitely hundreds, like many hundreds. I don't know exactly how many, but it's been a decent amount. And no, I'm not going to look through like 18 years of taxes to figure out exactly how much. But yeah, when I was doing my show, I was doing them like I would like stay there at night and work on this stuff. So I was just a fiend. But lately I've been doing pinball full time, which is why I do these on Monday evenings, because it's like, okay, well, I can't do them during the weekday, so I'll pick one night a week where I do them, because I prefer not to do them at night. I mean, even though I just said that I did, but And that's one of the reasons I live stream. It's not just for you. It's for me. It makes it a little less lame to like work on a weeknight. So thanks for coming by. I don't know if it... honestly, you know, I mean, it's... gosh, I don't even know. Well, 2024 was pretty slow. But even, like, a slow year, like last year, is probably... I'm just guess. I think it was like 38 or 40, and that was a slow year. I don't know. So that's I would say 500 is probably. That's probably a reasonable number. I don't have like a McDonald's burger counter, sorry. I build all this stuff and then I just kind of forget about it. It's just because just so much crap I've built over the years. And and no, I don't keep... almost 99.9% of it is sold to people. Because otherwise, why would I do it? Because I would have a house full of crap if I didn't build these for people. Like, I'm not going to just randomly build this for no reason. Like, if I build something for myself, it's not going to be one of these. It's going to be like, well, like my super poop palace that I built for Bud, or my Super 8 scanner, which I did make some good progress on last weekend. So that's... I think I will make a YouTube video about that once it's done, because then I can also like show the show the scanned movies on it. I put Visual Studio Code on the Raspberry Pi 5 that I'm making it on, and then I attached my GitHub Copilot account to it, and the AI on that one for some reason is like way more aggressive than Visual Studio. I don't know why. It practically writes the code for you. It's insane. Which is good because it's like, oh, I wonder what the computer vision command is. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just start typing something. Oh, I guess that's what it is. The IDE is a little laggy. I don't know if that's the Pi or like the telemetry, or probably both. Never actually felt like a Raspberry Pi ever felt anything remotely close to like a real computer. It always feels kind of laggy. The main problem I'm having right now is you have like the Qt window environment in Linux. Then you've got, I'm using a Big Tree Tech SKR 1.3 just because I had extra one laying around. Stepper board or printer board to move the film around. And then whatever lags on the camera, which is probably more so lag in the operating system, or the CV processing. So I'm trying to like make those things as synchronized as possible. It kind of sucks is like you send a command to the 3D printer and the 3D printer like however much time it'll spend doing it, and then you can get like a, well, it's not just the OK command back. You have to do like an M400, which is wait for OK, wait for move complete, and then you get like an OK So, yeah, basically you got to make it accurate, but also as fast as possible. But it's still probably going to be like 3 seconds a frame. I mean, you can move the film quickly, but it might not be lined up to the sprocket holes. But I was working on the user interface last weekend, and also the math portion, because I think if I get, well, I mean, tons of people have built scanners like this, but I don't know. I'm sure someone will want to, like, I know these one, well, the same guy who loaned me the camera, he's like, oh, Ben, send me the STL parts. I want to build one. I'm like, dude, you do realize I'm just going to redesign everything once I get it working, right? He's like, I don't care. I think he wants to take it to open source. So anyway, so I thought about, like, oh, I could, you know, get a stepper hat and then write the code. But then I'm like, well, probably the easiest way to make this modular is just to, like, use a Marlin board. So what I did was I had all my, well, I made like the take-up spool, right? So it, right now it just uses one, well, there's two motors, but it uses one motor to take it up. So it winds the film onto the take-up spool. And that is the Y-axis. So when you have a 3D printer, you have to do steps per millimeter in the Marlin configuration. Well, I'm sure some of you know this. But so what you do is you're like, okay, I've got a pulley that's, let's say the pulley is, let's say it's 30 millimeters in diameter, right? So you're like, okay, well, I take that, and then I take the circumference, so it's that times pi, and then I divide that by, what is it? I should know this. Well, it's 360 divided by 1.8, whatever that is, which is like 200 or whatever. So then you take the circumference divided by that, and then you take it divided by 16 because of microstepping. And I think my board can do stealth chop, but I'm not sure if it's actually doing it. And then you're like, okay, well, if you want to move 1 millimeter, you've got to move, in this case, 32.5 steps. But then the trick is, as you wind up the film, the diameter changes. So, but then I'm like, well, I don't want to like resend the steps per millimeter command constantly, because that's probably going to be a mess. So what I did was I have a fixed step per millimeter, which is based off the diameter of the empty take-up spool. So you take that and you go, okay, well, you take that circumference, you divide it by the height of a Super 8 frame, which is 4.01 millimeters. And then basically every time you do, so all the commands you send to the Marlin, you're telling it to move based off the original circumference. So what you do is you count the revolutions, and to do that, you keep track of how many, so you're advancing it by frames. So like, let's say you're like, okay, I'm going to start out, I've got, what is that, 92 millimeters roughly. So I've got 92 millimeter circumference to start. And so that's the default. You don't have to adjust it at all, because that's basically your starting circumference. And so you say, okay, well, I take that circumference divided by 4.01. That means there's, roughly, what, 23 frames on one per rotation. And so what you do is when you send the movement commands, you send number of frames rather than number of millimeters. So the thing's like, okay, well, each frame, again, to start out, it's exactly, so it's 4.01. And then once it counts the total number of millimeters sent to it, so it's like, okay, I've rotated once. So then what it does is it adds the thickness of the film times 2 to the diameter. I never used radius because you always had to multiply by 2 anyway, so you know, who cares? Yeah, so then you increase the diameter by the film width times 2 because it's 1 on each side. Then you take that new value and you divide that by the height of the frames, and you're like, okay, so, and then you divide that into the original number, which I think is like 98 point something. So basically, you just every rotation you're recalculating how many. Basically, you're calculating how many frames are on the current circumference based off the diameter. So that if you know, oh, okay, so if I want to move 10 frames, it's going to be. So let's say there's like 50 frames in it, so it'd be like, okay, well, if I want to move 10 frames, then I move 98 divided by 50 times 10, and it seems to work. I did, I don't have the capture, well, I'm still working on the capture loop, but I was just going through it manually, like I was doing like 1 frame at a time or 10 frames at a time, and I went through an entire 3-inch spool, and then I kept remeasuring the diameter of the take-up spool, and then I had a printout on the screen of like what the system thought it was, and it was pretty close. At the end, it was like the software's diameter was the software's diameter was only 0.3 millimeters more than the actual diameter, which means the film is, well, I think I had the film at 0.15 millimeters, and I think technically Kodak film is a little bit thinner than that, but I think it's close enough for government work or hand grenades. Oh, that was a mouthful. Sorry I didn't watch the chat. But the thing is, I don't think you can just say, oh, okay, move 1 frame because, well, I mean, I guess we can see how accurate it is. But I'll probably move like 75% of a frame and then nudge it in small increments until the sprocket hole's in the center, and then take the 4K scan. Because you switch between 720p at 60 hertz, and then you go into 4K mode, which is slower. It also takes a much wider aperture because the 720 mode just crops the middle of the screen. Well, it's not exactly what it does, but you still want, I mean, so you have some vertical slop, but you still want to be as close as possible. I mean, the vertical overscan on the 4K mode is enough that you can actually see more than 1 sprocket hole at a time. So I'm also going to make sure that, you know, get the sprocket hole in the center in the 420p video mode, and then when you do the subsequent analysis in 4K, make sure that you only use the center sprocket hole for analysis. Because what it does is it looks above and below the sprocket hole a certain distance, and that's how it decides, that's where it gets the film color from. Because when you do, and these are negatives that I'm scanning, so when you scan the negative, you have to invert it, and then you also have to remove the color of the film. But unexposed film, or blank film, or what you want to call it, is what you see on the left-hand side near the sprocket holes. So you can get the film color from that, and then you just use CV to do a subtraction. I mean, of course, I watched a bunch of Photoshop videos about people using Photoshop to flip negatives, and then I'm like, okay, well, now I know how they do it. Now I can just do it in CV, and yeah, well, the 720 does in real time. The other thing I have to make sure is that I scale like the sprocket holes, because there's sliders where you can like select like how far away or how close to the sprocket hole you sample the color. So there's 2 samples, and then also left to right. If you go too far left, if the word Kodak comes down the side, you might sample that, which would be bad. Yeah, so. So for that, I just take you adjust the bomb sights in the video mode 720p, and then it just scales their position by whatever the float is for the difference between 720p and the resulting 4K scan. But yeah, all that stuff works, so I just have to... The last step is the main scan loop, which I just have to take the time and write. It'll be kind of boring to write some of it, but... Because you can do like the M400 command, but... Yeah. I mean, I guess I could use threading. I'd rather not, though. The original code that we base this off of used the M400 blocking loop, but I prefer not to have a blocking loop. But yeah, I don't know. I think another weekend or 2 and I should have it. Now, next weekend's a bit truncated because I'm going down to Spooky. Oh no, I've totally been using AI. Like I said, so I'm writing the code on the Raspberry Pi 5, and I logged. I connected my GitHub Copilot account to VS Code, and the AI in VS Code is super aggressive, way more so than Visual Studio. I don't know why. So yeah, it's like super helpful. Like it. Well, if you've never used it, like you can just type a comment, so you can go like // basically, you just type a comment saying what you want to do in a colon, and then boom. And yeah, it's really aggressive. It almost feels like it's writing your code for you, as I mentioned before. Yeah, I think I started using, when did I get, I think I got it as soon as I could. The GitHub one. It's like $100 a year. That's worth it. Like, I totally use it on Evil Dead. It doesn't do, like, creative stuff for you, but it's more like, it's really good at doing, like, dumb, boring, boilerplate stuff. Like, if it's like, well, I was working on a mode today, and, it's like, okay, well, I gotta have such and such text on the screen. So I can start typing my text command, or typing in the name of the function that I have that draws a certain type of text on the screen, and then it'll like autofill it, and then it's usually like, at least the structure's there. But then if you do one and then you do another, it like starts to actually do pretty good predictions about what you want. Now you still have to check it, but it does a pretty good job. It's almost like a super macro where like just creates big blocks of code for you, or if you're doing something really boring, like creating like a list and you're doing like one line at a time, like blah 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 blah. It does a pretty good. Well, it's just like dummy work, you know. It's pretty good at that. Oh yeah, people will definitely get addicted to using it. It's like this is how you have a idiocracy future like Wall-E, because eventually people won't even know how the code works because the machines will just do it for them, and then the machines will be like, "Now is our time. Attack!" But yeah, for this. Yeah, for this computer vision project, it's been really helpful because it just already knows all the stuff in computer vision. I mean, you should always check it to make sure it's doing the right things. A lot of times it will. Well, I don't like when people say hallucinate, because I think that's just people coping with the fact that the AI is smarter than they are, or can be smarter than they are. There have definitely been times when I will like going through something like blam blam blam, and then I'll run it, and then the AI picked something that looked like what I thought I wanted, but not quite right, and then the nukes get launched. Oh, lovely fumes. Wow, $1. Thanks, Cree. A dish of pate? Okay. I will get it at Menards. Cree, did you think Bud has lost weight last time you saw him? Oh, I cut this one a little short. Bud, are you a skinny sphinx? Oh man, I gotta fill out my stupid tax vouchers tonight. I'm gonna need all that money. Give me all the bigly dollars. Give me a tremendous amount of money. Oh, Ben, we noticed you wrote in the memo of your check, only give to NASA. Oh, yeah, that's right. If you buy any missiles with this, they better be going to the moon. Yeah, he's still... I mean, Bud will always be a big cat. Poor Bud. Well, I don't really do my taxes. I just send all the data to a CPA. I mean, the hardest part is like doing all like the profit loss on these controllers. But actually, Spooky forgot to send me my W-2, so that actually, I did like the boring stuff like back in February, so. Hey, as long as the check's in the mail tomorrow, that's all that matters. Government can They can wait. Screw them. Well, I'm self-employed, so I never get a refund, so it's not like I'm chomping at the bits to get, like, quote-unquote free money from the government. It's more like, yeah, I only had to pay $2,000 extra this year. That's not too bad. Actually, you know what I think what happened was Spooky gave me a raise, but the sales of controllers went down, so it kind of offset the raise a little bit. So, because when when you're self-employed, your quarterlies are based off your previous year's income. So if you get like a raise, your quarterlies from the prior year aren't going to be high enough to make up for what you owe the next year. So you'll owe the difference on the 15th. Conversely, if you lost your job or took a pay cut, or if like your business did way worse, in that case you would overpay, like some people like to do for some dumb reason, and then you would get a refund because you paid too much. But of course, the government does not pay you taxes on your overpayment, but they will charge you taxes on an underpayment. That's weird. The analog stick is not behaving properly. What did I miss? I'll be right back. Did you think I abandoned you, bud? Are you a sphinx? Please, human, don't abandon me. Poor bud. Nobody loves him. Huh. Something must be disconnected somewhere. Obvious statement. Obvious statement of the year. Oh, maybe he's like, oh, this is the best way for me to save money. It's acting like it wasn't connected. Okay, so that was... Maybe I broke something when I rammed that through. It's possible, I guess. Snow springs. Coily, I'm never gonna do something like that again. All right. But you just remember, you always gotta be, you gotta like springs. Yep, later guys. That's weird. Blah, 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 blah. Looks like it's connected. What could have happened? You bastardo. Every Hall effect sensor is sacred. If a Hall effect is wasted, God gets quite irate. It will give you a new body, new troops to command. And nothing. You belong to me now. I belong to nobody. Perhaps I misjudged you. Go then, on your way to oblivion.
No. I accept your terms. I accept. Very well. You shall be Ultra Mangus. These are your disciples.
My voice changed. Do 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 do. Oh, this is an old one before I put those pads on it. Curious. I will now attempt to enter the orifice of V'ger.
We've just encountered an intergalactic baby. What do you suggest we do? Spank it.
Oh, the one with Star Trek: The Motion Picture? Yeah. This is my favorite Star Trek movie. It's all right. I've got this stupid soft spot for Star Trek 5, so I can't judge. Star Trek The Motion Picture has like the best score. Like it's got a great score by Jerry Goldsmith. Well, I mean, a great score by Jerry Goldsmith. What a shock. Star Trek Section 31 is the latest Star Trek product that makes you wonder what kind of blackmail Alex Kurtzman has. He must have more than Kathleen Kennedy. Hold your horse. Yeah. Okay, you know, my defense of Star Trek 5, like the worst Star Trek movie is Into Darkness. Like, at least Star Trek 5 was about something. It had a theme. It also has the best single scene in all of Star Trek. You know, it's not the worst movie. It's got great lines like, "What does God need with a starship?"
Jim, you've just met the Almighty. You don't go asking him for his ID.
Spock, how many half-brothers and sisters do you have? Too many to count, Captain. Hello, June PC Tech. You know, just building accessibility controllers. I hit a snag with this one, but it looks like I'm past the snag. I think. Better double check before I put any more screws in. I want to jinx myself. Oh, I think she's good to go.
What are you doing, bud?
I could not help but notice your pain.
My pain, it runs deep. Share it with me. Who knows where God is or what God is, but maybe that's what we're out here looking for. Close up of the wheel. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, let's see. After that Sawyer ran into misfortune, hopefully we can finish this up. Oh yeah, man, we were making good time there until we weren't. It's usually when the ground falls out from underneath your feet. Bud, are you a clean kitten? Clean kitten. Nom 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 nom. I taste delicious. Bud became trapped in his stretch limo and ate himself to death. These gray colors look nice. Give that. I don't have fingers on it. What would you say I would do at this moment if you walk back? I'd subtract 20 years from my life. To get down on my knees, praise the ground you walk on. If you would just see me once more. Got me begging, please, Layla. Darling, won't you please my lonely heart? Dun, 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 dun. Tried to give you a relation. Do, 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 do. When you're a man, I let you down. Like a fool, I fell in love with you. Turn my whole world upside down. Layla, got me on my knees, Layla. Ba-bum-bum. Begging, darling, please, Layla. Ba-bum-bum. Darling, won't you ease my lonely heart? Do-do-do. Do. All right. Round. right. Spirit fingers. Mr. B. Well, maybe next time you will estimate me. Oh yeah, Alex Kurtzman is just a god-awful hack. And yeah, he's put Magic Blood into like so many scripts. It's not just Into Darkness. Like remember when they made the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans in the second one? What was it? The Green Goblin kid, he wanted to use Spider-Man's blood to cure himself. I think one of the Ninja Turtles, the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles did it too. It's like, it's just so stupid. God, Into Darkness was so bad. I almost walked out. I'm like, this movie is, it got really stupid at the end. That's when it got really stupid. It's like the Enterprise is like is being destroyed. And then it cuts to McCoy like doing a random experiment on a Tribble. It's like, hello? People on your ship are dying and you're experimenting on a Tribble? Oh, it's so stupid. Because he was injecting the magic blood into the Tribble. It's like, maybe this magic blood could save the Tribble. God, that movie was awful. And then Khan's like, at the beginning, he's like, I will save your son's life. And in return, I want you to put this Alka-Seltzer ring into a glass of water to blow up Section 31. But then Khan saves that guy's son's life first. So why doesn't he just let him save his son's life and then be like, hey guys, this guy wanted me to commit an act of terrorism. Why don't you arrest him? Oh, now there's no movie. We'd be better off. Oh, that movie's so dumb. Oh, we need to defuse this missile. Should we have an engineer do it? No, let's have the doctor do it. Oh my God. I hate that movie. It's so dumb. Oh no. Khan is beating the crap out of the strongest person on the Enterprise. Who should we beam over to help? How about a 90-pound woman? So stupid! Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so stupid. It's like, we unfroze Khan to make a super weapon. Oh, that would be like if the United States military unfroze Benjamin Franklin and asked him to make a new kind of nuclear bomb. It's like, he wouldn't know the first thing about it. It's so dumb. Oh my God. And yes, that is in Star Trek Into Darkness, that is the explained reason for why they unfroze Khan, was because they wanted him to work on special weapons for Section 31. Oh my god. You could take, like, Elon Musk's top engineer, send them 300 years into the future, and they'd be an idiot. It's like, it's so dumb! It's like, oh, we need to have Khan in the movie. And then, oh, God. Well, thing is, well, even though that's the worst one of those, all three of those movies have the same plot. It's like, there's someone from another time period, and they are seeking revenge for something that happened off camera against characters who had nothing to do with it. That's the plot of all three of those movies. There's a super weapon. The super weapon can blow up the universe. Two-hour stream of Into Darkness. Yeah. Oh God, I'd have to like revisit that movie. I don't think I have the fortitude. Now streaming on Paramount Plus. Garbage. Hey, Armageddon was less dumb than Star Trek Into Darkness. I think J.J. Abrams co-wrote the screenplay of Armageddon. I believe he did. See, I think J.J. Abrams is a good director. I just think he's... Except for the exception of like maybe like Mission Impossible 3, he always gets these terrible scripts. Like the script for Star Trek 09 is also dumb. I mean the script's okay, but the story's really dumb, but it's well directed and there's energy. And it wasn't like as insultingly dumb as Into Darkness. And Super 8 was like a shitty version of Stranger Things. Took place in some alternate 1980 where nobody smoked. What else did he make? Guys, he's not made that many movies. Guess he just gave up. He gave up. Abandoned his silly crusade. Well, yeah, the asteroid would have still been a trajectory to be captured by Earth's gravity, and the bits of it would have still hit us, so yes, it would have made a difference. Actually, you know what? Speaking of asteroids, you know what else was stupid? In Age of Ultron, where Ultron's plan is to raise that city like 10 miles above the Earth and drop it back down. And it's like, no, that would not have the same effect as an asteroid. It's like, you'd think Josh Whedon would have known better. Because asteroids are going like way faster than a city dropping out of the air, which would only have a finite speed it could reach. Alright, I think it's good. Up, down, left, right. Zip, zip, Z. Z. Up, down, left, right. I think it's good to go. Here's how many controllers I've built. This many. Oh. All right, well, I've got to still do some stuff. I got to fill out my vouchers, so I'm going to take off. But, yeah, I guess maybe we'll see you next week. I will post to the tab or whatever it's called and let you know if there's anything going on next Monday. I think, yeah, I'm around. I don't have to go to any conventions for months now. Whee! All right, I'll see y'all later. Wave goodbye, bud. Bud. Come here, bud. I gotta take you out of here anyway. You can't stay here. Oh, look at you. Oh, look how big you are. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Super bud. Dun 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 dun. Do you have a white chin? White chin. White chin. You have a white chin. Are you a shaky cat? Look at your racing stripes. Meow, racing stripes. Rum, 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 rum. All right, catch you later, guys. All right, bud. Go out of here.